What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Method Debrief. This is episode 6. Somebody's missing from the shot. It's Nando. Of course, he's not here. No, that's messed up. We're not gonna shit on Nando. Nando has a lot of responsibilities. He's the manager of our New York gym, so he's probably occupied doing something. So Gerber's gonna sit in for him.
Yeah, just fill the empty void.
Yep, he's gonna fill the empty void.
Yeah.
Everyone know who Gerber is?
It doesn't matter. Nobody
Gerber,
gives a
introduce yourself. real quick.
Gerber is the brains behind the operation here.
fuck. I'm the hidden gem. Literally.
Yeah, Gerber is.
He's the
gem.
backbone
Literally.
of the operation.
I made Gerber.
Relax.
Gerber doesn't like to admit that.
I say that you helped. I don't say that you did it yourself.
I'll give you credit. Gerber does everything. It's all right. This episode shouldn't be that long. We've already done this like 3 or 4 times because I messed it up a bunch of times. But good week this week. The Metcon was fun. It was a little challenging. But is there anything you want to go over strength-wise? I know you want to talk about progression or regression, talking about the notes, and let's get into that because it's like the 3rd time that we've done this. So let's hear what you have to say. So this time, listen, this 3rd time around, because they don't know, speak up.
Speak with your chest,
Yeah,
little man.
and like when you talk, do this. Don't do this. I've been seeing people complain that they're like, I can't hear Kevin because he does this.
yeah,
my
you can't
God.
hear
So
shit.
let's come on,
That's why I have a laptop here.
big boy, come on.
I'm holding it right here.
Yep, with your fucking legs crossed.
All right, so getting into it real quick, the strength part, we're trying to get people away from the easy stuff, right? Mo said, let's set the bar high. And I said, no, I don't trust the people to be able to do these complex movements. And I was wrong because here we are. Now I'm playing catch up, trying to get everyone to do harder stuff. And everyone's still killing it.
Yeah,
Which is
everyone's
good,
been
which
doing
is good.
really, really well.
You know, so we're doing more barbell front squats, a lot of the Olympic movements. And yeah, everyone pretty much is crushing it. Now, with that said, right now we're still giving people the easy stuff, as in instead of the regular barbell power cleans, dumbbell power cleans.
Yeah, we're still giving them the easier option.
Easier option.
Yes.
And then underneath it, we started implementing in the note section the progressions. Next phase, probably going to start everything at the hardest level.
Good.
You know, add more like complex stuff and put the regressions in the notes.
Good. Which it
Right.
should be. I don't think, and listen, I'm not going to say that. That's messed up. I think it's perfect the way it is. From the very beginning, I said that it needs to be very challenging and allow the athletes to dictate what is too hard for them to do, and then they replace it.
Yeah, well.
Which we did the opposite because it was a new product, new program. You didn't know what the kind of people you're going to get. So I'm okay with it. I had no problem with it. I just think now because we have data and we've been able to see in the progression, now we're like, okay, these guys are actually looking to push more. So like we need to give them more, which is okay. So basically we're just going to do the inverse. We're going to give you the hard shit and be like, okay, if you don't want to do the hard shit, do the easy stuff.
Yeah.
Not easy stuff. Do the, easier movement.
But it's not necessarily also easy because you could always jack up the intensity one way or another, right? It has to do with the technical movements, right? Let's just say the barbell power clean, or even this week, Chris was doing the fat bar power cleans. He's never done it,
Never.
and he actually ended up doing it correctly,
Good.
surprisingly.
Because fat bar is way better than regular barbell.
Yeah, I could say that. I could agree with that. I would have never expected it.
Nope.
But with that said, most people, if there aren't athletes or if they've never done anything close to it, they might not know how to do it. So you'll just have that in the regression section of the notes.
Yeah. Which was like the Comp Metcon. Which,
We'll get to that right now.
yeah.
The
So
Comp Metcon.
I did the Comp Metcon today. So it was 10 dumbbell power clean, 20 dumbbell box step overs, 300 cal row. It wasn't a barn burner, I would say. It wasn't like very difficult. I finished in 18 minutes, 40 seconds. And I went as unbroken as possible. I only took of rest between. I broke up the dumbbell step overs 10 and 10. I couldn't burn through them. So I went dumbbell power clean, didn't put the dumbbells down, went right into the step overs. Tried to get 10 or 15, tried to burn through it, and then I had to take a rest, obviously, before the row. So, but the 20 dumbbell step overs were definitely the hardest part of that lift. But in the notes this week for the comp, it says hang clean.
Cleans, yep.
Yes. So that's an example of something that we'll be doing.
Right. But
Giving you
like you said,
regression,
though,
progression.
that might not even be the hard part, even if you did do
Like I said,
hang cleans.
the fucking dumbbell hang cleans were literally the easiest part.
Yeah.
Like that was just like get through it, chalk up, rip them, pick them up, go. Like there was no like actual challenge with those. I mean, I could have made them heavier. I kept it at 50. I did the 50-35. I didn't push to 70s, which, looking back, maybe I should have done 70s.
I mean, I don't really see a point in adding too much of the Olympic movements in the Metcon either.
Yeah. I think the Metcons are perfect right now. I think they're competitive. They're high. What's the word I'm trying to look for? They're not challenging to a point where you need to have perfect form like using an Olympic lift. But I do think that they are very efficient and they are fantastically fun. Like I'm enjoying them, even though I'm dead. Like the 300 cal row, like you're like, okay, 300 cal, like I could burn through this, and then all of a sudden you get to like 200, you're like I did not pace this one the right way.
Like for all the Metcons, I always want to add one thing that's going to make you kind of slow down.
Yeah, throttle.
The power cleans, there's no way to do it super fast without messing up, and have horrible technique. So
and it pushes your grip too.
For sure.
Yeah, because you're burning through those, and then you got to hold them for 20 step overs.
Especially after the strength over.
Yeah, that was the grip work's definitely getting pushed, like we said last episode. The accessories were good. I found that this week, so moving into our last topic, we're talking about being able to give you guys freedom to pick and choose your workouts and see the entire week instead of every day being a surprise. So this week, Gerber and I flew to LA for the day, or for a day and a half, and I wasn't able to work out for 2 days. We did 20-minute walk as our workout through the valley. Yeah, we got a good sweat. I mean, I also was cranked out with caffeine from doing the IVX.
Probably had
demo.
like 400 milligrams of caffeine.
I was the guy at one point. They started
samples.
bringing like 30 samples, and I got so sick.
Honestly, though, like the amount of caffeine I have on a daily basis is like today it's 600 milligrams. I didn't even have pre-workout.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, so I feel like
I shouldn't do that. That's not good. I mean, I do that. I used to do that. I literally do that a lot. I'll get to the gym like C4. I got to go fix that machine. Shit, I already cranked pre-workout. But anyway, we're going to give you guys the freedom to pick and choose your workouts. So like today I woke up, I went to the gym at 4:30. I did the pull day.
Right.
Did the Metcon. Then I came back to the gym, did the comp Metcon in the afternoon. That's what we're going to probably try to give you guys, the freedom to pick and choose your days, because obviously everyone has a different schedule. We're experimenting with it with somebody right now, which he might not be the best person to give it to because he's very hot and cold. He's been on this podcast before.
He's the best person. This entire thing is called the Rob Lawley rule.
Yeah, he is the exception. So we're trying to figure out if it's going to work or not.
It is going to work because he stopped texting me.
Okay, so maybe we'll do it.
It is working.
Yeah.
So like, and I think at this point, I trust everyone.
I agree, though.
As much structure, as much as I like the structure, I think it's not practical because some people just can't. Like, let's just say you can't make it on this day, and they have to do a workout that's ahead. You could always go back and do a workout.
Yeah,
that's always been a thing. Yeah. But you can't go ahead and then
look
at it.
And
you could look at it actually. So that's what I found out.
Agree.
You could look at the future workouts, but you don't know exactly what it is. As in, you can't click on anything. You just have a general idea of what the exercises are, but you don't know if it's an AMRAP. EMOM.
You just see what it is.
You don't know if it's an
So
interval.
I didn't know that because I've gone to the gym multiple times at 4 a.m. and sat in the parking lot, pulled out my phone, clicked the Method app, and it goes active recovery. And I immediately put my truck in drive and drive right home, go right back to sleep. So, like, that's happened to me multiple times, and now that you're telling me I can do that, I feel like an idiot. I didn't even know I could do that.
So that's always been a thing. Now, We'll probably put it in the forum, the complete forum, and show exactly how you do it, because it is a little weird. But basically, once we give you or everybody access to rearrange the workouts, you could do whatever you want. You could pretty much drag and drop all the workouts however you see fit.
Yeah, that's good. So, but it'll still have what we want.
What we want for that week.
Okay,
you
but
only
then
get 1
they
week.
can choose it.
Exactly. So
Okay.
if you don't want active recovery on Wednesday, you could move that and add something else that day. Or if you missed, let's just say, a Metcon on just one day, or you're going to miss a workout in the future, you could drag and drop it.
Yeah.
The problem was he always wanted to do a workout that was ahead of time because of his work schedule.
Yeah, the only problem with that is it's going to be tricky. Well, listen, we'll make like a video explaining how to do it.
Yeah.
And like
it's not that
what
difficult,
we recommend.
But like basically I think people should be allowed to do it because, it's not ideal if you're completely locked in.
Yeah.
But we gave you a good idea of how everything should flow. And if you need to switch it a couple days around, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't matter. They're pretty cohesive with each other. The last thing we should talk about is what are you working on right now over there? You have anything important that you would like to discuss that should be coming out any day?
Oh, power? We're talking about power?
You want to talk about power?
Should we talk about power?
Why don't you just hint on? Do you have a timeline for when power? So power is done.
Power is done.
Power's done.
It's a 12-week program for powerlifters.
Yes.
Now, we have the complete umbrella here, and now we're going back and specifying different stuff.
Yes.
Right? I know people might not care about the cardio, that just want to focus on strength. Boom. Power. You don't... It's like a intermediate version of complete, and like half the time, boom, sweat.
Yep. Perfect.
There's other stuff that we can't mention.
Yeah, so each program will be broken down from complete.
Yeah.
You get the powerlifters, you get the bodybuilders, you get the athletes, you'll get the people that just want to come in and just get destroyed for 45 minutes. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
So that should be done
But yeah,
probably right after this podcast.
Gerber's doing all the content right now, so we're in the final stages, and we're constantly adding more and more exercises so people can just use the app and not have to Google separately.
Yep.
We're trying our best.
So
We're kind of like the Fortnite beta stage.
Yeah,
We'll be in it for a while.
Hey,
we'll be there for a while, but
we're crushing it.
we're gonna get there.
Yeah, we're getting there.
We're getting there.
So yeah, anything else you want to say?
Power? No. I mean, I would say for power specifically, I don't even know if you could call it a beginner program, because like anyone can really use it and benefit from it.
It's a universal power program.
It's neither, like, if you don't know anything, like, it's tough to say do power, because that's more of a technique thing. But if you're just starting off and you know kind of what you're doing, but you need some sort of guidance, power is great for you.
Yeah.
If you're someone who's like kind of thinking about doing a local meet, but you don't know like where your ceiling is, this is still good for you.
Yeah, and I've looked at it a bunch. I think it's very universal in the fact where you can be seasoned and you could have competed. You can use it as your platform or your baseline and then grow from it. Because listen, there are a lot of powerlifters too that think that when they powerlift, they only have to do powerlifting. Right. Like you can do that with this program, but if you follow the program, you're going to get more benefit out of doing our program because you're getting the accessories, you're getting the implements and the movements that will help you with your strength, rather than something like the complete program that's meant to build up your strength and your endurance and your body at the same time.
That's what's taking the longest right now. It's like all the mobility and like the little stuff that most people don't care about.
Yeah, which listen, majority of powerlifters don't do any of it.
I recently just started stretching.
Yeah.
It's the greatest thing ever.
Same.
It's the greatest thing ever.
I don't agree with that. I think it sucks. But I do it anyway because I want my body to work. Yeah. My body hasn't started working yet, but I'll get back into it. Other than that, I got nothing else. You got anything?
Nope.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys next episode.